What if I told you there was a way for you to eat at 5-star hotel buffets for just over $10? At Westin Singapore, one of the few 5-star hotels with a beautiful sky lobby, you can find a buffet restaurant serving dishes such as roasted marinated chicken, baked salmon, and beef strip loin. Normally, a meal at such a buffet restaurant would be way outside my daily budget. That was until I discovered Treatshare, an app that allows users to enjoy quality buffets at a much cheaper price. Okay, let's go and see how this works. Okay, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, Can Eat or Not. So on this channel, I want to showcase to you guys, right, food from all sorts of places that I find interesting, places that I would like to recommend. Oh, it's a damn hot day. So to kickstart things, this app called Treatshare, what it does, right, is it allows users to pay a small price and enjoy food from very high quality buffet places. 5-star hotels that normally cost easily more than $50, and instead of paying the full price, right, you only need to pay a small fraction of it. They will give you a takeaway container which you can use to fill up with as much food as you want. Depending on the place itself, there might be some restrictions on the food that you're allowed to take, but for most of them, there's not much restrictions. The caveat is that you'll only be allowed to enter towards the cut-off time for these buffets. Now I know what you must be thinking. Won't the food be cold? Won't there be lack of food items? So that's what this channel is for. You can actually see for yourselves, and decide whether it's worth coming or not. Today we are going to the Westin Singapore. It's a 5-star hotel located in the Central Business District. I've been there a few times before. They might not have the biggest variety in terms of the buffet spread, but the quality is generally pretty good. Cut-off time for this place is 1:30 PM. And actually it's almost time already, so come, let's go. So right now I'm just about to enter the hotel restaurant, which I will do so right after making payment on the Treatshare app. As you can see, I am paying $13.10 for this Westin buffet box. Once payment is made, just show the staff and they will pass you a container which you will use to fill up with food at the buffet line. They have a pasta station here with a variety of different pastas. I'm just going to take a tiny bit and a little bit of tomato and cherry tomato. Here we have the roasted marinated chicken. You can see there's still plenty of chicken left even though it's near the cut-off time for the buffet. My favourite is the drumstick, so just gonna take a nice good piece that isn't dry and has a good amount of skin on it. Some gravy on it as well. Next we have cauliflower gratin. Looks very delicious and importantly, is kept hot. Probably need to adjust my camera settings as the exposure seems too bright, but you can see how this dish is kept hot with a powerful heat lamp. Now, here is hands down, no doubt about it, my favourite dish at the buffet, the roasted beef strip loin. Of course I'm gonna take more slices of this premium item. Just take a look at the layers and tendons, you can tell the meat is of good quality. Speaking of premium items, something that is definitely not premium will be this meat lover pizza. Very mediocre pizza, I'm just going to take a small piece to try. The baked salmon is somehow not dry at all, and the salmon flesh is still fresh and juicy. This is another item that you have to get here. Now we have some local delights at the next station. Honey steamed chicken, crackling pork belly, sous vide char siu, and roasted duck. They don't leave too much of this on display, but they do regularly refill it if it's running out. Personally, I don't find the quality of these meats to be too high. It's above average compared to what you'll find at hawker centres, so I'm still happy to take a few pieces of each, especially the crackling pork belly, which I was surprised to find out that the skin is still very crispy. Here's some kailan with oyster sauce to add some greens to our buffet box. Salted egg chicken, very standard dish nowadays. Another one of my favourite dishes, black vinegar pork belly. On the day when I filmed this video, the pork belly pieces were much more fatty than usual. I prefer them to have more lean meat, otherwise the excessive fats can feel too greasy. You can see that I'm trying to pick those pieces that have less fats on them. And I'm also trying not to get too much sauce, as I don't want the food in my buffet box to get too wet, with the sauces mixing between everything. I'm not a fan of the mussels, so skip. The olive fried rice can skip as well, since my box is getting quite full by now. Last item now is the pork trotter vermicelli. I'm just going to get a bit of the pork trotter. And after grabbing a couple more pieces of my favourite beef strip loin, I'm ready to head over to the dessert station. Here, they have a wide variety of cakes and kuehs, so I'm picking a few pieces of them to fill up my buffet box. Now to make sure that they are stacked nicely at the side, try my best not to mix them with certain food that have sauces on them. The thing about these buffet boxes is that your food will definitely mix together, so it is good to have a strategy on how you are going to fill up your box. Now that we've filled up our buffet box, it's finally time to eat. This is the part where I include a nice transition clip, such that the video doesn't just awkwardly cut from the food back to myself in my room. But since this is the first time I'm doing such a thing, I may have forgotten to film for such a clip. To wrap up this video, I do think that the food is pretty good for its value. Many people probably wouldn't think of giving this experience a try because we think of this buffet box as a leftover food. But I think if your office happens to be nearby and perhaps you are bored of the usual economical rice for lunch, want to try something new and not too pricey at all, this is definitely worth a shot. The quantity and quality of food is much higher than what you can get at this price range around the area. And this buffet box is exactly what I look for when it comes to food. Good quality at a great value. Personally, I really enjoyed this experience, so I'm looking forward to trying the other locations available on the Treatsure app. And if you are keen to see what kind of food these other places offer in their buffet boxes, do keep a lookout on this channel. If you are still watching this, thank you for sticking around. I'm super excited to have started this YouTube channel because this gives me a good excuse to go around eating all this delicious food. And I cannot wait to do just that and have you guys along for this journey as well. Hope you guys enjoy the content that I'll be creating and see you all in the next video.